Hello YouTube, this is Jerry D from Tennessee. Let's talk about some biotech stocks that I think we may want to keep an eye on this next week. So let's jump over here. We'll do this. All right, so the first one I'm going to look at. Stock ticker VBIV VBI Vaccines Incorporated. So right now they're not as cheap as a penny stock, but they're not real expensive of a stock to get into. $2.78 a share at the time of this video on November 11th, 2021 in the afternoon. Almost 30 minutes before the market closes. So they are looking to get approval on November 30th, 2021. FDA approval of a new hepatitis B vaccine. They're in the final phase. They're up. We'll have a meeting, I guess, with the powers that be. And we should see an announcement on 11/30/2021 or thereafter. I expect this stock will go up. Most biotechs will, if they're in the public's eye, especially if they're mentioned on Bloomberg. So the 30th is on Tuesday of next week. This is Friday. So you got time to look at the stock. You got the weekend. I'd suggest you look into it. The other interesting thing about this stock, if you get into this stock, again, it's only $2, almost just under $3 a share. They're coming up with the new COVID-19 vaccine. They're working on that, got to start on that. If that's successful later on this next quarter, then I expect the price to go even up more off of that news. And then they've got another hepatitis B vaccine they're working, actually two more right here that's in phase 2. The COVID-19 is in phase 1 of testing right now. So they've got several things on the table that will be a potential catalyst for the stock to go up. So let's look at the chart. So they're down right now. If you could get in this while they're down, see what they look like in the past month. Up and down, 6 months, year to date. So they've been up and down. So I expect, as we see news, if you can get your timing right on this and get into this stock, I believe you're going to see some movement in this stock. They're down on the day. This is a Friday. Again, this is Friday afternoon, getting close to closing of the market. They're down 2%. So actually, maybe they closed at 1 p.m. So at the close, I forgot. This is the day. This is Black Friday, so they closed early the day. The market did at 1 p.m. My bad. So they're still trading after hours, and they're up. Not hardly 1%, 0.72%. So they're still being traded on. I do expect this stock to move as they release news. So let's move on to the next one. BYSI BeyondSpring Incorporated. They have a treatment that they've come out with for chemotherapy-induced neutropenia. Sorry if I messed up that name. I'm bad with the names of some of this stuff. But anyway, this is a side effect of chemotherapy. So the side effect of chemo, it weakens your state. I know this from experience from my wife. I lost a wife in 2008 to cancer, and you get in a weakened state, you're more apt to get sick, catch other diseases from other people, a common cold. You're more apt to get pneumonia, just different things, get infections. This is a treatment to help fight any kind of infections that you could potentially get in addition to chemo if you're taking chemo. The stock right now is at $14.35. It looks like it had a spike back in August. And then it come down, it pulled back a little bit, went back up, held for a little while, and now it's come back down. I just based off of this chart, what it could do in the next week, we could see another spike in this chart coming up. It's pulled back. It's staying pretty steady at a higher low than previous. You see these lows here? So a higher low than previous. We could see a higher spike and then another higher low after this news has been released. After they get approval again, this is slated to be FDA approval to be given on the 30th of this month, which is this coming Tuesday again. They are working on another trial for a lung cell cancer. They're in phase 3 on it. Now again, this other one, the first one I talked about is scheduled to get approval on the 30th. Okay, so this is a different one here. They're also working on a small cell lung cancer treatment. 2 separate ones looks like. And then another therapy for tumors, for radiotherapy and some kind of chemical treatment for tumors, solid tumors. So they've got multiple things on the table that's going on, and it could cause the price of going up. Again, this stock is not as cheap as the previous one I talked about. The other one was just under $3. This one's $14, but what if it goes up to $20? Or what if it goes up to $25 after this? So they're at $14. The previous resistance is $30. So just think about what kind of gains this can be on release of the news. You hear it on the Global News Wire. Bloomberg talk about it. If they do a short story on Bloomberg, on news, it will be in the public eye and people will trade it, and I expect the stock will have some movement. So this is how you find the next big winner. Will it be the big winner? I can't say that. You won't know till people start trading on the stock when the news comes out. But buy the rumor, sell the news. So this is the rumor. They are expected, and the previous stock, the VBI Vaccines, on 11/30, next Tuesday, the rumor is they're going to get FDA approval, as well as another stock I'm fixing to talk about. So, again, if you look at that, they had, middle of this year, they had a pretty good jump in price, okay? They were at $10 and they jumped up to... So, on news, I'm looking for these guys to have another spike like they had back in August. Will they? I don't know. We won't know till Tuesday comes and news comes released. The spike may not happen till Wednesday after the news has been released. They may not release the news of approval till the close of Tuesday. So it's all in the timing. Again, what do they say? Buy the rumor, sell the news. So you can see what it's done previously, how it's performed. But you can see it dropped pretty fast right here too. So you get in there and there's no shame in taking profits. That's why the stocks are out there. Let's move on to the next stock. CTIC, stock ticker CTIC, CTI BioPharma Corporation. So, they are releasing a treatment for myelofibrosis. Again, expected FDA approval November 30th, 2021. What's the date? November 26th, 2021. You got the weekend to look this up. Make your decision if you want to invest in it. I think they could possibly have some movement on Tuesday or next week. Anyway, next week, if you can get in like on a Monday, I'm going to start watching them from the market open Monday. All three of these stocks. This one is under $3, like the first one. So, they also, this company as well as the other one I previously mentioned, they have a COVID-19 that's in the works, phase 3 trial. They have a treatment for Vass-Voss disease, phase 1.5. So they're still in phase 1 pretty much. They have a trial for B-cell non-Hodgkin lymphoma. It's in phase 3. And then they have a treatment for ovarian cancer. So, they're still working on these guys. But they do have myelofibrosis. They're expecting FDA approval for that treatment to be November 30th, this Tuesday. So they have other catalysts that down the road that can cause this stock. If you're in a long-term investor, you buy in, hold the stock, and hopefully as other news gets released, the stock will continue to climb. So myelofibrosis, I'm sorry if I'm messing that name up. Again, I will admit I'm bad with names, is an uncommon type of bone marrow cancer that disrupts your body's normal production of blood cells. Myelofibrosis causes extreme scarring in the bone marrow, leading to severe anemia that can cause weakness and fatigue. My grandmother had bone cancer, and it's painful. There's one of the things about you get cancer in your bones. It is a painful disease. I'd love to see somebody come up with a cure. I'd love to see them cure cancer, period. They say some of these COVID vaccines are stemmed off of cancer research, that some promising cancer research. So hopefully out of these COVID vaccines, maybe we'll get some good cancer vaccines to help prevent you from catching cancer. So let's look at the chart here. So 248, they closed at 1 p.m. Let's see what they did 6 months. So they come up a little bit here in September. Had a spike right here, come up a little bit, and then they've been on a downward trend. So I expect next week, if anybody's interested and you buy the dip, I expect it to go back up. What was the high? Up to 318. And then with the other treatments that they've got in the works, that they've got through different phases of testing, this is another one that could possibly move. With COVID, they spend a lot of focus with a lot of focus. What's the high for the year was 375. So not too shabby. So they had this spike here, probably talking about November 26th. There's probably people already buying in with the expectation of getting the FDA approval. And I would imagine that after the approval, when it gets in the news that they have received FDA approval to begin marketing their treatment, then the stock price shall have some movement. But again, you don't know till the people are trading, till the stock is ends up being traded on after the news, what it's going to do. I expect it to go up, but we shall see. We shall see. I'm going to keep my eyes on it. I want to see what the price is doing, and find out what happens with these three stocks. So I thought I'd put these out here. Next week could be an interesting week for these three stocks. Again, they're a little more pricier than some of the penny stocks I'll look at, but they move as well. And usually, like I said, buy the rumor, sell the news. So when the news comes out, that's the catalyst for the stock to go up. So upon news of that they've got FDA approval on their drugs, and then if you're going to be a long-term holder and buy into these stocks and hold them 4 or 5 years, news down the road that they've got other programs going on for different various treatments that's in phases to be approved as well on the FDA. As that news comes out, the stock price shall move as well. So just thought I'd throw these out here. I thought I need to get this information out so that you kind folks can start looking at these stocks, do your own research, look at the companies, and make your own decision on whether or not you want to invest in it. News is pending on these three stocks, and usually the news is a catalyst for the stocks to spike. I thank you for watching my video. I hope I see you in another video. I hope it's been a good Thanksgiving holiday for everybody, and I hope this is going to be a good weekend. I hope it's next year. You know, we've had a rough 2 years with COVID. I hope and pray that we're going to have this next year is going to bring a lot of good things to the community. So I wish you all the best. I hope you have a profitable week this next week. And trade smart, trade scared, trade informed. That's why I'm putting these out there, so you can look into them. Do your own research on this stuff. I'm going to put links out in the description down below so to help you find your information you want to read on the research. I'd also suggest that you do some Google searches as well on some of these topics, and just formulate your own decision on whether or not you are comfortable in buying into these stocks. Okay, I personally am going to be watching these stocks, so just wanted to bring these to your attention, and we shall see what happens. So hope you folks have a good weekend, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hey, thanks for coming by. Glad you checked out the video. Hope you liked it. If you like it, please click on the like button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, would like to invite you to subscribe to my channel. May God bless you, and I hope you have a good day. Bye. Bella's got to be right up under me, don't you, Bella? Oh, my word. Cloudy day, looks like it may rain. Clouds out over the valley. East Tennessee Valley. And Bella, she's just happy to be around.